The gospel this weekend gives us a little bit of a challenge because we hear that there are two apostles or disciples of Jesus who on Easter Sunday night are walking home to Emmaus and they encounter Jesus, but they do not recognize him. Their eyes are clouded such that they don't recognize it is the Lord who is walking with them and speaking to them. And they don't recognize Jesus until we're told the breaking of the bread, which was the early church's way of speaking about what we call today the Mass, the Eucharist. This next Sunday, at least in our parishes here, we were supposed to have First Communion, but that's been postponed because of the pandemic until the fall. But it is an opportunity for us to think about the Lord and the Eucharist and the importance of the Eucharist in our lives and how very important it is to be very close to the Lord in the Eucharist, to spend time with the Lord, to be able to recognize our Lord as it says in St. Luke's Gospel, in the breaking of the bread. And how, if we're close to the Lord in the Eucharist, we'll not fail to see him in other ways in our own lives and in the difficulties that we have of our lives as well. And so to think about, as I mentioned, it was supposed to be First Communion this next week in our parishes, remembering perhaps this week our own First Communion, the time that we encountered the Lord for the first time in the Eucharist, thanking the Lord for the great gift of the Eucharist to the Church, and looking forward to receiving our Lord once again in the Eucharist. And a second thing to ponder this week, I've scheduled holy hours at Holy Redeemer from 7 to 8 p.m. and the one on Tuesday evening will be live streamed with the hope that people can join us. We'll pray the Divine Mercy Chaplet together that evening, along with some other prayers, not only for our parish, but for you, the college students and our alumni and our benefactors who make available to us so many opportunities to accomplish what we're able to do here at SMSU. So I'd like to invite everyone to be with us online to pray Divine Mercy Chaplet and to spend some time with the Lord as we think about meeting Jesus in the breaking of the bread.